What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Hotline Miami on my PlayStation 4. Honestly, I didn't know this was coming out, but this is actually one of my favorite games of all time. No, I didn't just start playing it when it was released, but I have in fact been playing it for about a year and a half now. So what happened was I got it for PlayStation Vita whenever it came out for the Vita, and I fell in love with it for multiple reasons. But first, let's break down the main difference that I can tell between the different versions and the PlayStation 4 version. So first off, as you can see, the touchpad on the PlayStation 4 controller is now controlling the cursor or the enemy selector, basically. And you'll see me do this multiple times throughout the entire span of this video. But what's cool about this is, on the Vita, they implemented it to where you can use the back of the touchpad to scroll around the screen and see where different enemies were on the map at a certain time and mark them by touching the front screen. I wasn't entirely sure how they would do this on the PlayStation 4 because they didn't really have that feature on the PlayStation 3, and that makes that version lack a little bit. At least I'm not sure they did. I had it for a while, but that was at the time I was playing a lot of Xbox 360, so I never really played Hotline Miami on the PlayStation 3. I always played it on my Vita. But in this version, you use the touchpad to select enemies, and that was a very good decision control scheme-wise. Aside from that, there aren't that many differences between this version and other versions. Aside from the fact that it has been manipulated to play on PlayStation 4 and keep a solid frame rate. As you can see, it looks about the same as it did on PlayStation 3 or PlayStation Vita. That little rectangle of a box that you see, you know, there's a little black outline surrounding the video, or at least there is on my screen. There might not be on your screen. Yeah, there is. But that just kind of symbolizes the, you know, 80s, late 70s-esque feel of it. One of the reasons that I like this game, and also one reason I keep coming back, is because I love the movie Pulp Fiction. And if you know anything about the movie Pulp Fiction, you are obviously getting some Pulp Fiction vibes from this game. The fact that the backgrounds change color from a purple to like a teal, you know, it just has that same early 90s color scheme to it. Late 70s, you know, it's just got that Hitman feel to it, just like Pulp Fiction. And that's one of the reasons that I always come back to this game when I'm bored. On PlayStation Vita, it is absolutely beautiful. It is my favorite game I own on my Vita, and I have just about every game I have on my Vita, or they have available on my Vita, but the PlayStation 4 version definitely does it justice. But if you haven't tried Hotline Miami, I would highly suggest that you give it a shot. It is well worth a play, because it's only $7.99 right now if you're a PlayStation Plus member, and inevitably it will probably go on sale for even less than that. But even for the standard $10, I believe is what it comes as, original price if I read it correctly, it is a amazing game, even though it is almost 3 years old this October. Or actually 2 years old this October, sorry, I think it's 2015. But yeah, 2 years old this October, and this game is still going strong and definitely holds my attention. It's available for PlayStation 3, PlayStation Vita, and now PlayStation 4. If you buy one, you get them all, and it also has a cross-save compatibility. So this game, actually, I just downloaded this, and I'm already on the 6th level, actually 7th now, because I complete this level. But the only reason I got that far is because I had a save data on my PlayStation Vita that I carried over from my PlayStation 3, and I can play it on my PlayStation 4. So that's a year and a half of save data right there, ready for me to play. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. You definitely get a gist of how it works. After you've killed all of the enemies and all of the enemy allies on one stage, you will go upstairs in the later stages. And then after you wipe out that entire floor, you can go down to your car. But what's really interesting is, not only is this a really good, you know, shoot 'em up, killing spree kind of deal, but it also has a bit of a backstory behind it. As you can see here, you go to this guy, and he has red hair, and you know, you never trust a ginger, so I'm just saying he's kind of conspicuous from the start. But he comes in and he works all these different places, and I'm not sure if it's the same guy. I think it's the same guy. It looks like the same guy. But he always cuts you deals, and he always seems like your friend. And honestly, I haven't finished Hotline Miami, but it's going to be interesting to see how he plays into the story. So as always, I thank you all for watching, and I highly recommend that you check out Hotline Miami. It's a great game to play. Hope you guys are all enjoying your PlayStation 4s, and if you don't have one, I highly recommend picking one up. So, as always, thank you guys for watching, and peace.